All firms are about to go through the same shift that software engineering just went through. Up until now, automating legal workflows usually meant stitching together CRMs, intake form spreadsheets, doing custom development, and making it all work together in sync. AI agents are slowly changing that. Anthropic recently launched their legal solution suite, which is a huge signal for where the space is headed. The legal industry is becoming agent native. Problem is, not every law firm platform has a native connector. Not every workflow is represented, and most firms still operate on software that AI cannot fully interact with out of the box. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can begin to bridge that gap yourself. I'm going to walk through how to create an MCP server and a CLI for Clio using Printing Press and the Clio API, so AI can actually understand and interact with your legal workflows. We're talking matters, contacts, intake systems, automations, documents, workflows, all connected directly into AI tools like Cursor, Claude, Codex, and more. The bigger picture of this isn't just Clio, it's that any platform with an API is becoming programmable by AI. Let's get into it. All right, so I want to start by talking about the launch from Anthropic. So this happened this month. Anthropic launched the legal suite within Claude. So in Claude, you have Claude, the chat, you have Claude Code, and then you also have Claude Cowork. Now, there's something called a connector. These connectors allow you to integrate your Claude platform with all sorts of third-party applications. So you'll see here, for example, I have Google Calendar, I have Google Drive, GitHub, I have connectors that are local on my computer currently, like Retail AI for voice agents. I have Law Ruler, a law firm CRM. I have Meta Ads and a whole bunch of connectors. And you'll see that if you go and browse these connectors, you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them that you can choose from all sorts of industries, all sorts of use cases. And these connectors are integrated through what is called an MCP. MCPs are kind of like plugins for your AI agents. They allow your software to communicate with AI. So that is what these connectors are. Now, Anthropic, what they launched is this legal suite of different connectors and also skills. So now skills are simply just files that have instructions inside of them around how an AI should handle specific information. So you may have a skill for a meeting briefing, and that is instructions on how your meeting briefings should always be created by your AI. So rather than you creating that meeting briefing, your AI may create it, but it'll be created in a way that is like you do it or like those on your team may do it. And so these skills are repeatable processes that you can implement so that you could take some work off of your hands. And then the connectors are, as I mentioned, connections to third-party platforms that are able to speed up your workflows. So now you'll see here in the legal connectors, you have Slack, Box, Ignite, Legion, and a couple of others. There aren't really all that many legal connectors or CRMs or case management platforms that are represented here. Now, something else that Anthropic did also launch is a repository of a bunch of different legal documents and workflows. So this right here, Claude for Legal, is a whole bunch of information that includes everything from NDA triagers to issue extractors, hire reviewers, all sorts of things that one could go through. And if you were to take this and paste it into your AI platform, like let's say you copied this and then pasted it into Claude Cowork, then it could help break it all down for you and you can decide what to use and what not to use. So this is definitely worth checking out and I'm sure has a lot of value to it. So what I found from the launch with Anthropic is that they really gave sort of a broad, very broad and in general and in some ways generic information that when it comes down to the nuances and the specifics of what firms need and what specific law firms will be looking for, that isn't fully represented. And so what I want to do is show how you can actually add your own connector based off of an existing platform. So many law firms, for example, use the case management platform Clio. Clio has CRM, they have case management, they have all sorts of different suites and software. In this video, we'll be talking about the case management platform, Clio Manage, and how you can actually take their API here. So this is Clio's API documentation that covers a whole list of different aspects of Clio, from accounting to billing, calendar payments, so on and so forth, court rules, documents, how you can create an MCP for this. So an MCP, as I mentioned, is a plugin for your agents, but really what it is a wrapper around the API. So all the different aspects of this API, from the matters, to the related contacts, they all have what are called API endpoints, and this is the way of being able to interact with that API and have it do actions to either call information from the Clio platform or post information, actually delivered information to the platform. Now, the MCP is a wrapper around all of it. So let's say there are 400 endpoints or 600 endpoints, 600 different kinds of actions that you can take with this API. What the MCP will do is allow you to bottle up all 600 of those different actions that you can take into one. And so then you can kind of call which ones you need at any point in time. And specifically, as I mentioned, the MCP is actually for your agent. You actually have your agent call these different endpoints at the time that makes the most sense. So we're going to create the MCP server for that. And we're also going to talk about the CLI, which CLI is short for command line interface, which is just a way of being able to interact with your computer through your computer's terminal. So for that, we're going to be going to something called Printing Press. If you saw the last video that I did, which was a property management use case, you understand that Printing Press is actually an agent allows you to create CLIs. It allows you to create agent native CLIs for any API and also apps and sites just through a prompt. So what you do is you install Printing Press into an AI platform that you use, and then you add in the API documentation as context for the AI you're working with to then go ahead and generate that MCP, that wrapper around the APIs, and then also the CLI to where you can do the same thing with your computer's terminal. In this case, it'd be being able to pull in information from your case management platform or post information to your case management platform. So I'm going to go into Cursor here. So Cursor is an agentic platform, and within Cursor, you can actually pull up Claude Code and other sort of coding agents as well. So I'm going to go click on the bottom left, additional views, terminal, and then I'm going to type in Claude. And typing in Claude will allow Claude Code to actually pop up in my screen. So on the left side here, I have Cursor agent. In the middle here, I have Claude Code. And then if I wanted to add in Codex, for example, to have a third option, I could do that on the right side here as well. So then you actually have 3 agents that are all operating at once. But in this case, we're going to be homing in on Claude Code. So what I'm actually going to say is I have already installed the Printing Press CLI, so it may kind of state that, but to go through those motions, I'm going to come up here and go into the Printing Press CLI repository. I'm going to copy the URL for it. I'm going to go back into Cursor. I'm going to say, help me install the Printing Press CLI. I'm going to paste in the repo, and then it's going to go ahead and do its thing in order to get that done. We have the CLI installed for Printing Press. We have to restart the Claude Code session. So I'm going to go ahead and restart and try Printing Press. All right, so it's asking for what we want to print a CLI for. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say let's create a CLI and MCP server for Clio. Then we're going to go back to the Clio documentation for that API and just copy the API doc and paste in that info right there and let it cook. I'm going to use that printing press skill. So we'll point out that in order to use this, you're going to need once it has been created, to use it, you're going to need your Clio login information for you to be able to authenticate and actually connect to whichever Clio platform you're on. But this will allow you to have that MCP to where if you think about any other sort of connector, take something like email or a platform like a Slack. In order to actually connect to it, you have to authenticate, called OAuth, where you put your login information. That's what allows it to actually integrate with your own platform that you use. All right, so agent browser isn't installed. Clio has comprehensive open API docs, so browser sniff is unlikely to be needed with this run. Agent browser allows you to connect to sites. Make it easier for your agent to connect to different sites in your browser. But Clio's API documentation is already well documented, so you don't necessarily need to do that. So it's going to research Clio across the internet, and then it's going to go ahead and generate the MCP and CLI for us. The MCP and CLI are complete. Printing Press also gives you a scorecard around how the quality of it is. So 94 out of 100, so it's an A. Everything is verified, and it passed all of the tests that was done. Dog fooding, like trying out your own product, passed all the tests, polished. All right, 286 endpoints, so 286 different things that you can do with it, from matters, contacts, activities, bills, trust, documents, calendars, communications, and more. And it also has a CLI that you can use commands to take action in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to publish this. We're going to leave it local for now, but what I want to do is let's chat about this. So our next step is going to be to bring this into Claude. So earlier on, we spoke about Claude. We spoke about the connectors here. So you see these connectors here. You got the legal connectors from this. So if you go down to, it's actually in your settings tab. So we got to get to our settings. If you go to developer, you'll see the MCP is currently installed. So right now I have a retail AI MCP installed and then the law ruler MCP. If you click edit config, it'll open up a configuration file for Claude, which shows you your different MCP servers. And so you can actually then, so this is going to open up, I could just copy the config file, paste it into Cursor and say that I want to add this MCP, to add the Clio MCP to my Claude desktop platform. Here is my Claude config file. Can you update it? Then it'll go ahead and update it. And then I can now basically install this MCP into Claude and be able to call it in when I want to call in information using Claude. All right, so it gave me the updated config, and then all I have to now do is restart Claude Desktop. Now you see in Claude Desktop, you have a Clio MCP configuration file here. So if you go into that connector area, you click on connectors, you'll now see in that desktop local connector area Clio. So Clio is now connected. So if you click on Clio, and you can choose what to keep as read versus write, and it shows you all the different options that you have here. So the workflows to the import to what you can execute on and so forth. So it shows what's this, 17 tools here, and it's actually 286 endpoints. So with all these tools, you're able to now virtually do anything that the API for Clio can do. But then you can now call the MCP, and this will allow you to directly connect to Clio. So it talks about what the MCP can do. It has 286 endpoints and covers essentially everything in Clio. To move forward into the future, the software that have these direct connections and have the capabilities that allow the agents to do whatever you as a person can do are definitely the kind of software that you want to be taking the closest look at. That's what I got for you today. This how to build out an MCP and CLI for Clio. And my goal with this video is to show that the implications of this and how you can really begin making your workspace and workflows more agent enabled and ultimately agent native. With that said, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.